Welcome back to the Kotor range, and today we're going to be looking at, if I can get the, there you go, we finally get the throttle sorted out, get the power sorted out. Really didn't want to change there, one of the quirks of BMS. So we're going to be looking today at CCRP delivery mode. See if we can get this turn done and not lose altitude. So of course the first thing that we do is we're turning on to course of 200, trying to maintain altitude. Set air to ground mode, set steer point 6, and again we're going to be using BDU 33 practice bombs. So come on to 200. Now it's important that we set, you can see there we have the TD box. So that's where this sensor is pointed. Let's just freeze this so we can set up the BDU 33s. So we're going to set pairs. So in this case we'd be releasing one pair of 2. You see we have ripples now set to 2, so we'll be releasing 2 pairs, in total 4 BDU 33s. So nose fusing, and let's set the fusing time. And that is set up correctly. Switch back to the HSD. Now, said we're going to be using the FCR today, and quite often with CCRP you're going to be using laser guided bombs in this case, and you're going to be using them in conjunction with the TGP. In this case we're just using it with the FCR, so we're looking at ground returns. So as you can see there, there's a clearly defined area down there. We'll use that as the target. TMS up. So that now that is set as the target, and all we have to do is set the bomb fall line. I forget what it's called in CCRP mode. But we have to set that, just fly directly towards that course, and that's pretty much all we have to do. Now the first cue that you're going to get is for lofting, and I discuss lofting in the CCRP tutorial. We're not going to be doing that today because quite honestly it's going to be rare that you actually use that. So all that we're doing now is we're flying towards the target, trying to keep it centered. See our target out there. So just keep on that course. And that's pretty much all we have to do. Just keep it steady on course, and pretty soon we'll get the first release cue, which we will completely ignore. So in this case we're not flying directly at IP2 because, and here's the lofting cue, that's the pull-up cue. Now all we have to do is wait for the, I would want a slight descent if anything, and as the release cue nears the FPM we will hold down the weapon release button, which gives consent. Just off about close enough there. and there you have the release of all 4 bombs. And that's it. That's all you have to do with this mode. Let's take a look around. See if we can get a visual of where we hit. Obviously, the disadvantage of using the FCR is that you don't get a clear picture of what exactly it is. There you see, those are the bomb hits. So we didn't have a visual sighting of what we were releasing on, and that's kind of the limitation that you have with the FCR, and that's why it's much preferable to use a TGP if one is available. Well, that's how, or one use of the FCR using ground mapping mode. There is another ground mapping mode which helps spot moving targets. That's particularly useful when you're utilizing Mavericks. So I hope you found that useful, hope you found that interesting, and as always, feel free to like, comment and subscribe.